Rio at Grand Lakes, and congratulations on your win this weekend.
Thank you. Yeah, it was definitely an interesting race. Quite a exciting finish, but nevertheless, I think everyone left there saying it was one of the best 125 races they've seen in a long time. So that's what we're here to do, entertain, I guess.
So let's cut right to the chase and talk about what happened in that last corner. And, people thought that it was a takeout move, but in fact it wasn't. You want to run us through that?
Well, Leslie didn't say too much about it, which was kind of cool. I didn't know if he would. I mean, obviously he's bummed. He ended up 15th after leading the whole race. And, from my standpoint, we came in that turn. It was 50-50. We came in side by side. He wasn't going to shut off. I was going to shut off. We're both going for the win. And I actually got to see it on video footage a little bit ago. And it looks like my left leg catches a hay bale, which kind of pulls me off the back of the bike a little bit. At the last second, as I'm going down, I let go of the bike as I'm falling down. And my bike kind of catches his bike in a weird way. And he fell off the bike, but his bike kept going. So racing incident, never mean to take him out. Not that I look at it that I took him out. It was just that we came together. We both tried to fit two bikes in one line. And fortunately for me, I got up and was able to win the race. But, injured my ankle in the process. But that's racing. And, I'll be back soon and be fighting for the win again.
So run down what went through your mind when you picked up the bike and your foot fell off.
Well, when I picked up my bike at first, I didn't realize anything was major wrong, but I had to stand on my left leg to throw my right leg over the seat to get going, and when I put on my weight in my left foot, I kind of felt it buckle underneath me, and I realized something was wrong. So as I crossed the finish line, I looked down, and my foot was like 90 degrees outwards, and first thing that came to mind is that I'd broken my lower leg, and I'm like, that's it, I'm done. That's my season finished. And obviously I was really bummed out. And, the team came running up because they were going to hug me and high-five me, and I had to tell them to hold back. And my mechanic looked at, why wasn't I excited? And I said, I think I broke my foot. So everyone just went into panic mode. But I'll be honest, it was the first time that I was actually excited when they told me I'd just dislocated my foot. Because I really thought it was broken. I thought I was done. I didn't really know that my ankle was dislocated. It's not really something that is a common injury. It's normally you can break your tib and fib at the bottom. And, Doc Bodden and the guys popped it back in and went home in the motorhome that night. And I was at the doctor's first thing Monday morning to start diagnosing the full problem and to start the rehab. And fortunately, there's not a lot of other damage. It's just very swollen and bruised, and looks like I'll make a good recovery and won't need surgery, and hopefully I'll be healthy soon.
So we'll see you this weekend in Mount Morris, huh?
I'll be there. I'm flying there regardless. I got my plane ticket, so I'm on my way. But I want to try and race, and doing everything I can in the process to get healthy and get ready, and I can only hope that it's good enough to race. Most important is at least get some points. So it'll be one of those weekends. I'll just take it as it comes, and you never know. Sometimes adrenaline takes over, and you just ride, better than ever. But I don't know. I'm just hoping, if I could walk with a top 10 this weekend, I'll be satisfied.
And you raced with the taped up, dislocated shoulder before. I mean, it seems like shoulder would be a more painful injury than ankle to race in.
I don't know, because when I did my shoulder, it was my first shoulder injury. Now this is my first ankle injury. So hopefully you're right. Hopefully shoulder is worse, because if I could ride with a bad shoulder, I can ride with a bad foot. So I will know. I'll tell you guys on Sunday evening how it was.
Okay. One last thing, you got into second in the second moto. You knew you had the overall. I think it says a lot about your character and your competitiveness that you had the overall. You had a 1. You hung it out, pushed it, closed in. How many seconds on the last lap?
I believe like 4.5, 5 seconds on the last lap. Basically, when I got in the second, there was 3 laps to go, and I was 13 seconds down, and I was catching those guys. And it was kind of like every time I passed a guy, it gave me this adrenaline rush, boost of confidence, turbocharge, whatever. And you know, it was like, you know, I'd pass one guy and then the next guy. And every time I passed them, I thought, okay, that's fourth, you know. It's not good enough for the overall, but it's a good comeback. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, that's third, you know. And then when I got to third, I'm like, well, Brown's up ahead. If I charge and get him, that's the overall. And then as soon as I got Brown, I'm like, I can win this thing. And I just kept saying to myself, just go for it, you know. Just racing mentality, you know. You know, some people will say it was stupid that I went for the win because it may have cost me. In hindsight, yeah, you know, I have a bad foot, but I didn't know that before the race. Or before, you know, I tried to pass Alessi, you know, at that time it was like, I'm going for the win. I'm a racer. I wanted to win, and I don't regret it. You know, I'm kind of bummed of, you know, what turned out, you know, happened, but it's racing, you know. You deal with it. You take the good with the bad. It was a memorable race. You know, like you said, that's not my character to have just settled. I'm a racer. I would have always tried to win. Maybe if it was a championship, final race, and second was good enough for the title, I would have settled. But it's an opening race. There's no settling involved. I mean, every point, I mean, that's all you got to get maximum points. And, you know, I wanted to win, and I won. You know, got a bummed ankle, but just, I like to make it exciting, and it gives us a little hurdle for the weekend, but don't want to make the championship boring.
Yeah. So, you know, we'd like to adopt that Cool G nickname for you. I'm starting to think, man, maybe you're more of the Zulu warrior guy.
Well, that was the nickname kind of given to me, and it's kind of an off-the-wall name, because if you think of a Zulu warrior, you know, I don't kind of fit the profile, but you know, I think it just comes from just people said that I was always a charger and hard, you know, just worked hard, and you know, I like the nickname. I like Cool G because I'm mellow, laid back, easy kind of going guy, so I think that suits me. But I like the Zulu warrior. I think I got a bit of Zulu in me anyway.